I'm going to continue working with my data regions demo report and add a matrix to this report using the same data set. So in order to add a matrix, I need to open the toolbox and drag the matrix down below the table. I can drag it around, and if you notice, there are some blue snap to lines that tell me when I've aligned my matrix with the left edge of the table. Now notice the structure of the matrix is different from the table. Here I see visual prompts for rows and columns and the data. So to define the matrix, I can drag and drop fields from the report data pane, just as I did with the table, or I can use the field list icons. So I can put sales territory group on rows, and I can add the calendar year on columns. And notice in the upper left hand corner a caption appears automatically based on the field that I added to rows, but there's no corresponding caption for the columns. I'll widen this a little bit so we can see the full caption there. And then at the intersection of rows and columns, I will select sales amount. Notice that here it inserts the sum aggregation automatically. So I can apply formatting by selecting an entire column here. I'll make this bold and set the background color. And then similarly, I will select the caption here for calendar year and make that bold and set the same background color. Then for the sales amount, I'll set the format property for currency with 2 decimal places. And I can add a subtotal the same way that I did for the table. I just right-click on this sales amount and select Add Total. The difference here is that it asks me whether I want to add the total as a row or a column. So I'll add the total as a new row, which inserts a new row for the total here, as well as the expression, the sum of the sales amount. So let's preview the report, see how it looks, and here's the matrix. Now in working with the bids environment, you may find that you need to move windows around in order to see everything. So here we have the finished matrix, all nicely formatted. And of course there's much more that we can do with the matrix data region, which I'll be explaining more about in the next module.